Hey, what's going on, guys? It is Dibs, Mr. Crockpot on Twitter. Today, we are breaking down my top 5 underrated prospects in the 2024 NFL Draft. Guys, if you love the draft and you want more draft content, you know what to do. Smash that subscribe button. Let's go! Coming in number 1, it's Xavier Legette out of South Carolina. Xavier Legette is a one-year wonder who is currently one of my favorite prospects in the 2024 draft. Legette led his team in targets by far while catching almost everything Spencer Rattler threw at him in 2023 and did far more damage than any other Gamecock receiver. Rattler has been an extremely conservative quarterback for the duration of his long college career, but that did not matter to Xavier Legette, who turned everything he got into a home run. His 17.7 yards per catch was by far the best on the team, with the next 5 most targeted pass catchers on averaging less than 10 yards a catch as a unit. Unlike almost every other 220-pound tank of a receiver, Legette can run the route tree or plow people over or dominate in the slot. Xavier Legette's tape is also super fun. He faced very difficult defenses, lighting up North Carolina, Mississippi State, Florida, and putting respectable 7-catch, 71-yard lineup against Georgia, who had an elite secondary in a narrow loss. Xavier Legette was 5th in yards per route run, and at 23, he's still got tons of room to grow. Coming in number 2, let's talk about Cooper Beebe out of Kansas State. Reliable is the first word that comes to mind when watching Cooper Beebe's tape, and it's a word that's backed up his reputation as one of the best blockers in college football. His 4-position versatility and experience alone will earn fans, but at guard, he translates super well. Beebe has tremendous size, width, and mass as an interior blocker. He's not an elite athlete, but he's mobile enough to get out in space as a pulling blocker, maximizing his opportunities with stellar angle awareness and football IQ. At contact, he has the strength, power, and length to torque his opponents into submission. The guard position isn't considered a high pick-worthy priority due to the fact that most teams can find a quality guard in rounds 5 through 7 and or in that UDFA pool. Therefore, the draft value of interior linemen, much like running backs, receives a yearly hit. Regardless, I see this guy as a day 1 starting guard in a power gap blocking scheme. He should come in and play right away and be a future Pro Bowler. Coming in number 3, let's talk about Max Melton out of Rutgers. It's time to talk about not only one of the best athletes in the 2024 draft, but arguably one of the best nickel defenders in the class. At 5'11", 187 pounds with 32-inch arms, Max Melton has an incredibly unique physical profile, and he also has some of the most explosive athleticism in the entire class. With 4.39 speed, a 40-plus inch vert, and an 11.4 broad jump to fall back on. With his unique frame and penchant for playmaking, Melton brings a ton of intrigue with his slot versatility. Quite simply, Max Melton feels like a prospect that doesn't have enough buzz around his name. He's a lengthy corner who looks fast, possesses inside, outside, upside, and plays more physical than you would expect. Put simply, Melton needs a bit of coaching for the next level. He relies too much on his physical attributes, and his aggressive bump and run tendencies can lead him to trail receivers if his man gets by him. But the good news is all of Melton's concerns are teachable. Melton has all the things you want in a good NFL player. He has the physical tools, he's a guy willing to learn, and he has the versatility that teams will love at the next level. From the jump, I think Max Melton thrives the most in the slot, with upside to move to the outside after a few years of seasoning. Coming in number 4, let's talk about Marshon Neal, edge rusher out of Western Michigan. Kneeland had a fantastic season in 2023 at Western Michigan last year. His 7.03 second 3-cone and 4.18 second short shuttle were the fastest times among defensive ends in attendance at the NFL Scouting Combine. His tape shows the power, and now he knows he has the surprising agility as well. I think agility drills are unfortunately becoming a lost art. More than 200 combine participants opted out of the 3-cone and 20-yard shuttle drills, but you know who didn't? Marshon Neal, who posted elite testing numbers in every category. Kneeland topped the leaderboard in the 3-cone and shuttle by a wide margin. His 35.5-inch vert, 9'11" broad, and 4.75 40 also qualified as elite results, leading to a 9.87 out of a possible 10 RAS score. Quite simply, it would be criminal to keep Marshon Neal outside of the top 50 prospects in the 2024 NFL Draft. Last but not least, coming in number 5, let's talk about Trevon Wallace out of Kentucky. Linebacker Trevon Wallace was an underrated winner of the 2024 Senior Bowl. He showed a diverse skill set shooting gaps, dropping into coverage, and standing up rushers. At 6'1", 244 pounds, Wallace led All-American team linebackers by running 19.42 miles per hour, according to Zebra Sports. Trevon Wallace sets himself apart with his elite athleticism. Wallace is a high-energy linebacker prospect that has juice for days. He plays with great physicality and brings violence as an enforcer when filling run lanes. He isn't afraid to fly downhill and engage with blockers or the ball carrier, and he delivers some serious power when he does so. He is at his best on defense in the run game. Wallace's speed allows him to cover lots of ground and make plays on ball carriers, which could also be valuable on special teams. Modern linebackers in today's NFL have to be able to cover tight ends and receivers over the middle of the field. Wallace can do that well, which makes him why he's one of the most underrated prospects in this draft. Wallace will be just 21 years old by the time of the draft, and he's got plenty of time and room to grow. His athleticism, length, and physicality make him a standout in this draft class, and he has all the tools to become a quality linebacker in the NFL. Alright guys, those are my top 5 most underrated players in the 2024 NFL Draft. Do you agree or disagree with my rankings? Let me know down in that comment section below. Thank you everyone for watching. Stay awesome.